Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are very clearly looking at my single eyeshadow collection. I have my Build Your Own palette for the month of November over here, along with my two single eyeshadow palettes. I do have a third single eyeshadow palette, but I have not hauled it yet. You will actually be seeing it, I believe, on Thursday this week, so stay tuned for that. But I thought it would be fun to do my December Build Your Own palette, focusing mainly on my Pan Those eyeshadow shades that I pulled, but also creating and curating another little palette like I do for the past couple months. So yeah, let's just compare the shadows in here. I will have a before over here and then current over here. So this is what we are looking like for the Pan Those eyeshadow, or the Build Your Own palette for this month. As you can see, I did hit 2 pans over here and also here. I did get a lot of use out of this whole palette in its entirety. So I was able to actually reach for each shade in here at least one times. I'm actually very surprised. I used this shade, which is ColourPop Say I Do. I used that one the most by far out of these shades in here. Yeah, I'm really thrilled about the usage that I've gotten here. This was the first time today is the first time I wore this shade in its entirety. That is Glaminatrix Cosmetics Cloud 9. I will have a look over here of my look today so you guys can get an idea, but we are filming in a little bit different area today. We are actually in my living area, so if you hear Ripley, if he jumps on the table, that is why. We are definitely in a different location today, as well as there is a squirrel that lives in our balcony, and I see him. He's coming out of it, so Ripley might go a little crazy. You might hear chirping from him. I'm going to do my favorite thing, which is actually emptying this out and giving this a good wipe down, and then selecting some shades. Let's get to picking. So if you are unfamiliar with my Pan Those eyeshadows, I will link it over here, but I will also quick show you the color story that we are working with for the month of December. It's very, very cohesive, but I feel like I've been getting a lot of matte eyeshadows lately, and that is absolutely fine. And of course, I accidentally put back my shades that I am working on. So I'm going to pull these back out. Okay. I'm not 100% sure if I want to pull anything from this. I might close this, focus on these, and then come back to this. So I'm just going to close this for right now and kind of move it out of the way so we can focus on this and this. I think what I want to do is pull this here. This is Kristen Lee Cosmetics, the shade Bloom. I haven't used it yet, and I feel like it'll look really pretty with some of these orangey tones. It's very, very pink. I know I tried pulling this out last month, so I'm going to set it here. That's a contender shade. It looks extremely fluorescent pink right now in the monitor. So I really don't know what colors to pull. I wish you guys were here. I know I say it in almost every video about when I do this. I truly do wish you guys were here to help me pick shadows out. It would help me tremendously. I feel like I have a lot of these like mid-tone, like lighter mid-tone, and then a deep shade in my Pan Those eyeshadow. So I either need something that will blend these out or something that will blend this into the deeper, darker shades that I have. So I think maybe this one. Actually, no, I'm not going to pull this. I have that cream eyeshadow I'm working on in my 20 favorites that I want to finish. So I think I want to just pull some metallics out to complement the color story. I think that's where I want to build this off of. So one of the first things, I know for sure I'm going to pull this. I This is Glaminatrix Cosmetics. Oh, goodness. And the shade is so unbelievably crumbly. I don't know if you can see right there. I just, picking it up, cracked it. This is in the shade Egg Hunt. I'm going to just kind of smush that back down. These Glaminatrix shades are beautiful, but they are so delicate. Is that too similar to Sundays? I feel like it might be too similar. That's very frustrating. I definitely wanted to pull this. I think that might be too similar. Let's see this shade here. I think this is Bitch Fit. Yeah, this is the shade Bitch Fit from Looksy. I think this one might be slightly different. Yeah, so I know for sure that one's gonna get pulled in. I'm gonna pull this as well. This is from the Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette. This is the shade Light of the Party. It'll just be a nice highlight shade. It's definitely brighter and lighter. It's right here. I know it's a bad swatch. It's like right on my knuckle, but I think that shade will be nice as well. Let me rationally think. I'm also trying to pan Subculture, so I could make a variety so it's not just totally orange shades, and we might pull some other shades that would complement Subculture a little bit better. So I need to start thinking that way as well. So that is ColourPop Glass Bowl. You know, yeah, I am gonna pull this. This is ColourPop Glass Bowl. I think it's it'll add some variety, and it'll actually complement this deeper shade in this palette as well, which we need to kind of pull some things that are going to complement this, which is Looksy Doppio. I think I do want to pull this guy also to kind of complement this slightly cooler range right here. We kind of have like cool tone, mid-tone, and a little bit brighter toned over here, which I am completely fine with. I'm going to pull maybe this guy. I'm going to set this back. I'm not interested in the shade anymore, just based on these two rows. So I'm thinking maybe this green with another green might bridge into what I want to do, because Subculture has some of those deeper greens, and something like these brighter ones will help complement that a little bit better. Let's slide that in there, see how we like it, and if we don't like it, we can reassess. I think I am going to pull this because I think I can hit pan in it this month. I want to also, because we're trying to get a pan percentage. We all know I'm trying to keep my pan percentage pretty decent. So this is kind of what we're looking at. I'm not 100% sold on this though. And I think it's this shade is throwing me off. Maybe instead of doing that super fluorescent one, we can have this like more muted one. That one helps blend out a little bit better, but at the same time, I still feel like that's a little off. Yeah. I think that guy. Okay, I think I've decided I want to take a couple shades out. So I think I'm going to take this out. Oh gosh, that shade is going to go, and this shade is going to replace it. This is Urban Decay Acoustic from the Heavy Metals palette. And then I think this shade also is going to get taken out. I just don't think that that's going to fit the vibes. And instead, I've kind of low-key fallen in love with this shade. This is Twisted from the Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette again. If you saw my fan palettes, I wish were real, so I made them real. I'll link it over there in the cards and in the description box. This was in the Stag palette that I recreated by Looks by the Bunny. We're gonna do some swatches. I'll just clean off my arm a little bit better, and we'll do swatches on this. So I'm very excited to get some use out of this. Again, it's very different from my November color story, and I cannot wait to dive in and create some looks with this. But yeah, this is the color palette we are going to be working on, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay sane, and stay safe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!